Good morning, Armory Life. Today we want to talk about a CCW drill. Fortunately, our friends over at Crossbreed already have a holster out for the Hellcat. This is their Reckoning, which is their newest holster. This one has an optional reload attached to it, which is a fantastic magazine holder there. I don't normally carry a reload on the strong side, but the thing I like about this, it does build the habit of always having a reload. That way you're not having to thread something to the other side of your pants. Alright, so while it does make for kind of a weird grab, it is always there. So, fantastic on that. Also sponsored today by Federal, who sent us a whole bunch of their Syntac training match. This is the 147 grain 9mm. The Syntac is some absolutely awesome ammunition. It's got a polymer coating on it instead of copper, which saves on cost. But because it's from Federal, it's also basically loaded to match their premium self-defense rounds. So you can shoot the cheap stuff all day at the range, but you're getting the same effect as you would for your training or duty round. Okay, let me get geared up and dressed up. We'll talk about the drill. So how does classic El Pres go? There's like a million variations of this, but basically I'm supposed to have targets 1 meter apart, 10 meters away, facing up range. On the buzzer, turn, engage each target 2 times, reload, engage each target 2 times. Now, one of the misconceptions about El Pres is actually how it was developed. I, like a lot of other people, thought this initially was a 1911 drill, because 1911 was the most common weapon in usage back in Colonel Cooper's time when he developed this. And it just kind of made sense, especially, 6, 7 round magazine in 1911 normally. So maybe you were supposed to have 7 in the gun, that way you're not reloading on a slide lock, blah, blah, blah. Well, before we filmed this video, I actually went and talked to a bunch of guys that were close to Colonel Cooper at the time of the development of the drill. And that actually is not why it was developed. It was developed and named El Pres. He was working with the presidential bodyguards down in one of the Latin American countries. And a lot of them still carried wheel guns. So that's why we get the 6. Also at that time it was very common with the 7 round magazines to load 1 and then put a fresh magazine in, so you'd actually have a capacity of 8, or 7 plus 1. So that's why it was traditionally 6, not another number. So how are we going to modify this for the Hellcat? Well, we're going to modify it in the only way that I think it makes sense. Double the number of targets. So let's give our Hellcat El Pres a try here. And still got some bullets left. I didn't make my 10-second part time. It was closer to 13. Alright. There you have it. Alright. One of the things that I feel like you need to do, especially if you've been carrying a lower capacity pistol, which pretty much all of us have, you need to get out there with your Hellcat and actually run it to close to capacity empty. Why? Just you're retraining your brain for that new either 13 plus 1 or 11 plus 1 capacity. And it's a lot of fun.